Let's start our today's presentation. And sorry for the brief delay that occurred for a few moments, but I think everything should be fine now. So, hello everybody again, and my name is Michael. Yes, now I got the slides as well. My name is Michael and I'm from Estonia, and it's a great day here in Estonia today because we have Estonian national birthday as well on 24th of February. So everybody who are listening us or me from Estonia, happy birthday. But today we are going to concentrate more on technology. On the technology that has come here to change the world. That technology which has been developed already for some time, but is still very new comparing to other compatible technologies such as tramways or trains or etc. So we will try to see the benefits and the reasons why this technology, what we are going to discuss about today, is here to stay. What are its positive aspects comparing to other transportation systems. So, yes. And to start, I welcome you to the 21st century. Because as you know, the past centuries there have been made different technologies which run mostly on fossil fuels, such as I mentioned before, trams, trolleys, metros. Well, metros are electrical mostly, but trains as well. There are high-speed trains. There are trains that connect cities, and so on. But even I recently, in the last year, in the end of last year, I drove with a train from Tallinn to Tartu in Estonia, and I discovered, well, I kind of imagined that we also use already 100% electrical trains, but I discovered that when the engine started, that there was a black fume coming out from the chimneys or from the roof of the train. So even in Europe, they still use some mixture between electricity and fossil fuels, so and gas, of course. But all these past century technologies, they produce CO2 levels, which we know our governments and the world globally is looking to reduce these levels, and therefore it is necessary for us to think as well into the future, because SkyWay is our so-called future transportation technology, and yes, it uses electricity. Let's see. Already a few hundred years ago, actually this picture is made about 100 years ago, there was a painter who described or painted the world, how he imagined it in the future. So already back then it was painted the way that we use, the humankind is using second level transportation systems, because we know that today there are, well, the first level infrastructure is very great advanced already, as you can see on this picture as well. There were cars, trams already back then, buses, and nowadays we have even more transportation technologies which use the ground floor, which use the asphalt or the structures that are located on the first level. But still the problems occur. So why is that? Well, first reason is that there is nowhere to go, especially in the bigger cities, because we cannot tear down the buildings or we cannot build new roads where it's impossible construct them because there is no space left anymore. But population is growing. The number of cars and vehicles that use the first level, the ground floor, those are also increasing. So the problems are occurring more often, and therefore we need a solution. And what I see, the only solution is to go to the second level, to go up, basically. Oh, and even more, we have the underground transportation already existing as well, the metro or the subway. I will show you some pictures as well. Well, first of all, here you can see this one is well, on the right side, the monorail technology. This is not very often used or not very popular because it's quite expensive. It's not that fast and it makes a lot of noise. And well, as you can see, the construction itself of these both technologies. On the left side, it's a normal train, but supports and the track itself is very massive, and therefore it's quite expensive, and not that and it doesn't look that beautiful as well. Or this picture here. This one is made in Germany. This technology, and it's used nowadays as well in Germany, and also I want you to take a look at the construction and bear attention and bear in mind how massive it is, comparing to SkyWay, which I will show you quite soon. And then this one is used in China, and well, this is basically the tram, but it has the wheels or the connectors on the roof, so it's basically upside down tramway, and then nothing else is spectacular about this technology. And this one you might be familiar when you have taken a trip into the mountains or did this skiing or the ski resorts. They also use mostly this technology, as you can see on the right side and below there. And what is this technology about? It's basically the machines or the capsules or the models itself. They basically stay at the same place, or they won't move themselves, but the chain or the rope or what they use for movement onto which they are attached, that one is moving basically, and on the sides there are engines which spin the chain or the ropes or whatever technologies they use today, and they spin those, and the models or the capsules or the machines, they are attached to the chains. So basically that's how they move. As you can see, the white arrows point to those places as well. And this one here, this one is SkyWay now. And as you can see, there are plenty of models already existing and already certified as well. And well, first of all, let's see the constructions. The constructions are very neat and very nice comparing to other massive, which I showed you before. And the technology itself, what is different comparing to all the other technologies is that those machines here, SkyWay models, they have their own rolling wheels. Basically, they have four to up to 8 wheels, which move the models on the track. Not the track itself moves, but the models move themselves. They have batteries. They use electricity, and also the track is electrified itself as well. So that's how they get the energy to move on, and the speeds are also quite spectacular. The high-speed unibus you see in front of the picture, and on the track, this one goes up to 600 kilometers per hour, and below it, the unibus, two-sector unibus, this one goes up to 150 kilometers per hour. And the high-speed unibus is meant to connect the different cities, so for higher distances or longer distances. And the unibus is meant for inner city mostly, or well, between the near cities. So of course, it can be used as well for traveling hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, but usually it's preferable to use the high-speed unibus to do that. But all right, now we move forward and let's find out why SkyWay. So I have brought out some points here that describe the reasons why SkyWay is here to stay and why it's important for us, for mankind, to start using or start implementing this technology, and why they will do it, definitely. And first reason is that SkyWay is innovative. And as I said already, it does not produce any CO2 levels. It is fully automated, so there is no pilot or no driver as well in the vehicle. It's artificially intelligent system. And well, it's programmed, and there are a lot of different sensors to discover any disturbances or any possible contacts with other objects and so on. And secondly, of course, it looks fantastic, as you can see on the picture as well. This is specially made for United Arab Emirates, the design, and it looks very, very good. And of course, that the fact that it's purely electrified, and it's possible to implement solar panels or wind turbines to produce the electricity itself as well. And even if the track itself loses the power, whatever reasons that might occur or happen, then the batteries are capable to take SkyWay for a few hours more, to make it drive a few hours more, so we can go to nearest stations or places that so that the track could be maintained. And here I have brought out one picture from a movie I made myself in the year 2019, when I took myself a trip to the Eco Park in Belarus, and there was a festival called EcoFest 2019. Well, basically this is a one day in each year where all the investors globally can come to see the technology and the achievements with their own eyes. And this is meant for investors, of course, and for people who want to know more about the technology. And I've been there twice, 2019 and 18 as well. And last year it was the event took place online, so nobody had the chance to go there to see what more they have done. But of course, Anatoly Oniski, who is the creator of this technology, showed a lot of different aspects about this technology and the new tracks and new achievements via video or via online broadcasting, and therefore it was also a very great event. And it's possible to see it in your back office as well if you go back almost half a year now in the news section. Then you can see the video conclusion or review it. Malcolm asked, hi, how long has this webinar been running? Not that long, about maybe 10 minutes. We are on the 12th of slide right now, and we have more than half more to go. So you are not late anywhere. At first, we just talked about this, the past century technologies, and I showed some pictures. Basically I showed some technologies that exist today, and now we are on the second slide in the section of talking about SkyWay. So I talked about monorail, and then some trains, and then something what has done in China and so on. So yes, you are here at the right time, so no worries. All right, let's see. And if you want to see this video, what you see on the picture right now, this picture, but if you want to see the full video, then you can search in YouTube. You can search my name, and then you will find the video as well. It's 1 minute long. It's quite short, but the unicar which you see on the picture in the air, that one I got the chance also to try with, and it was very amazing experience to see all the area and then so on from 50 meters above. So that's why I also enjoy a lot traveling with SkyWay when this comes in my city or in the world as well. You know, to be capable for everybody to get the chance to get the experience. But all right, let's see more. Second point, why SkyWay is that it is ecological. Well, first of all, the electricity aspect, that it uses only alternative energy. Well, it uses electricity and it's capable to produce its own as well with solar panels and wind turbines that can be attached to the track. And of course, that it is much less costly. And well, if we compare it to the, for example, the monorail, which was built in Dubai, then that one cost 70 million US dollars per 1 kilometer. Then this track, what you see on the picture right now, it's from 5 to 15 million US dollars per kilometer. So it's much cheaper. Of course, everything depends on the land. The type of the land, are the mountains or so on, or lakes or seas which SkyWay has to go over, or is it just a plot land like here in Estonia or in Europe mostly have, in Eastern Europe at least. And of course the height as well, because SkyWay, it's capable to take SkyWay up to 100 meters above the ground, but it's very expensive, but it's possible. So we can go even over the mountains, we can go over the forest if it's necessary to do that. As you can see on the picture behind me as well, that one is a linear city called Linear City, and those drive also about 15 meters above the ground, even on the sea. So it's possible to construct special plateaus on the seas and attach the the posts, as you can see, or on construction, attach it on the plateaus. So SkyWay can we can make a linear city like this. You can see like these buildings. Supports, I wanted to say, not posts but supports. And another ecological aspect is that the wind resistance is much less than it is with cars. So it's even about 10 times less the index than it is with supercars, and that's due to the fact that SkyWay has no screen effect. The wind comes, it goes below the model. There is of course there is a track. Track, but the track is up in the air, so there is no asphalt or the first ground into which the wind can go to. So and that's the thing with the cars. The wind comes, it goes below the car. There is asphalt, and that makes the wind resistance much higher. And of course, yeah, I already told you about electricity versus CO2 levels. So and most of the countries still use fossil fuel engines in most of the vehicles that the humans use. And well, this will change, of course, in the near future. I think in the near maybe 20-30 years in the future, this everything is mostly electrical, and even it is said that governments want to ban in the near future the entering to the cities or entering to the main squares inside the city hearts, to go there with fossil fuel engines. It doesn't matter if it's a tramway or car or whatever technology it is. They want to ban that solution, so only electricity. And the first ground problems, those are the next things we need to see and understand. That well, in the winter time, the biggest problem, if the snowfall is very great, then the biggest problem is that the amount of snow can lift the train higher, and then the train can go off the rails. And that's why we need some special heavy trains that will clear the path for the commercial trains. And of course, in the desert, there is the sandstorms, which you never know or never can predict when they happen. and then those sandstorms also cause a lot of problems. But the SkyWay technology is immune to these problems. No ice, no snow, no wind or whatever can deconstruct the structures of SkyWay. It will work perfectly. And as you might understand also, if we build new highways or new well, in the Nordic countries, as on the right picture that shows, in the Nordic countries we need to make explosions first, explode the mountains, so we can build a track inside the mountain or through the mountain. That's very expensive area. And on the left side there, well, that's the most popular way to construct new ways. And what we need to understand about that picture is that sometimes it's necessary to build 7 up to 9 meters below the ground. The constructions, different fillers need to be placed so the road structure could fit and could be strong for many years. And that's also very expensive way to construct it, comparing to SkyWay, where you just need to construct anchor supports after each 400 meters, for example. It takes much less land allocation, and we do not need to, well, mostly we do not need to harm any forest, take down the forest, and etc. Here is the picture as well about it. So I think you might get the glimpse on this picture how awesome this is, really. And this picture, well, this is animated, but the same thing is possible to see in real life as well in United Arab Emirates already, where the innovation center is being constructed. And I myself have been there also twice already, and the second time I got the chance to see the same support what you see on this picture right now, this oval shaped very beautiful support. And I know that the first track, which is 400 meter long for Tropical Unicar, the same model that is on the picture right now, is already ready, and the certification and the testing and demonstration is taking place every day there. And 2 other tracks are 2.5 kilometer tracks. 2 of those are also being built at the moment there. And and one is meant for, which is also really awesome, is meant for this cargo transportation, these sea containers up to 20-40 foot long and weighing about 40-50 tons. And you can see one of that on this picture as well in the left side there between the support, the green one. But I will show you some pictures later as well. All right, let's see more. Third point, safety. Many people ask me about the safety and are there issues about that and what could be the problems and so on. But well, actually, it's possible. Well, it's described like this: if we turn upside down the same models what you see on the picture right now, then it will stay heavily attached to the strings. It won't go anywhere. And there was even one accident in a demonstration park in Belarus, where accidentally one tractor drove in front of the demonstration, well, in front of the track where demonstration took place, or the testing, and the tractor didn't see somehow. But what happened was that the model, the same model you see higher, it's called Unibus as well. That one was, well, it was a little bit off-shaped, a little bit, but it was still attached very, very strongly to the string, so it didn't fall off or anything. But the tractor was, of course, in not that good shape, and the pilot or the driver was taken to the hospital. But that one was the proof that this Unibus, it's very strong. It doesn't go anywhere, even if an accident happens. And well, if electricity goes away or something happens with the engines or batteries or whatever reasons, the one model stays at the same place, then the other one can come and pick it up. So basically you can see in front and in the back there are so like antennas, these sharp-shaped elements, and those attached will attach very easily and are meant to attach with one another models, so they can be pulled or pushed in the stations. And of course, there are some special equipment for if we need to evacuate people from above to the ground. There's special equipment inside this each model as well, so that one can be done as well. Here you can see this is the derailment system and the motor wheel also. Those are the patented by Anatoly Nitsky, and I know that even Siemens guys wanted to buy these patents, but of course they were not for selling. And I like to bring this picture as well on the slides almost each time, because this one describes very well the security or the safety which is going on right now in the world. So in southern countries, the picture can be like this many times, in India and in Pakistan. The fourth point is that SkyWay, 2 points more. The fourth point is that SkyWay has its own real products and real models. This is not only something we show you on the catalog or something on the pictures, but we really have these models. I will put this one also on the picture here on the slide. And as you can see, most of these are already certified as well. And then right now they're developing in the United Arab Emirates the 40+ seat unibus, and even and the unibus which can be attached to each other, so it can be more than 100 persons at the same time in the unibus. So these one are currently being under development, as well as this one here, this Unicont, the sea container version, which is also something spectacular, because this makes it much more faster to take goods from the ships or from the docks to the mainland and so on. And basically we can build up to 5 kilometers to the sea. We can build some special plateaus where the ships can come, they can unload it with the SkyWay technology, so we do not need to build any more ports or so on directly to the mainland. Here's also one more picture. How it will look like. And this is the real life picture from Sacha. The fifth point is that demand for SkyWay is everywhere, and well, and that's true as well, because as I explained before, we do not have any more places to build new roads, especially in bigger cities, but we need to go on the second level, because already down below there is metro or the subway. On the first level, this is a very well built infrastructure, so another logical step is that we go higher, and that's why SkyWay is here, and the demand also is everywhere. And the sixth point is we have a very strong team. We are more than 1,000 workers. And in the middle of this picture, there is Dr. Anatoly Nitsky, who is the creator and head behind the idea. And well, he has departments and buildings in Belarus, in Europe, and in United Arab Emirates as well. So the work is going actively every day, each day, and even despite the coronavirus, development is still going on each day, so nothing has stopped. And of course, big thanks to all the investors, and as we know, there are more than 500,000 investors already around the world. So and we investors, we are the fuel to the company, of course. And then I hope that soon we will all benefit as well from the investments we have made and then contributed to the company. And the seventh point is that SkyWay is financially beneficial, and as I promised, I will show you now some calculations I have done. Actually, I did a research and thorough research, 24 pages, and I did mostly about SkyWay, monorail, maglev, and some trains as well, and trams. But as you can see on this slide, the price calculation is, well, it shows very well that the SkyWay is, well, almost 10 and even more than 10 times cheaper. And if we take in, put in this calculation all the different aspects about electricity or about the ecology and ecology and the speed and the safety as well. And about the safety aspect, what I forgot to tell you was that because it's on the second level, there is no accidents with the first level transportation systems. As you know, there are millions of dead each year due to the accidents with cars or other transportation systems on the first level. And of course, many of them are handicapped as well. So SkyWay has a lot of benefits comparing to other transportation systems. And of course, it's very beneficial for investors as well. And why I brought out this slide here is because we have 4 more days to go with this campaign. What is offered to us, to investors, that we will get 1 to 100 discount, which means basically that for each invested US dollar, we will receive 100 shares. And as we know from the documents from our back office, that each share, when we go to the open market, when we enter the IPO, then each share is valued to 1 US dollar. So, and of course the dividends, which will happen when the projects will become profitable. So it has also many multiple benefits, and this one here is 4 more days. As you can see, we need to invest $5,000 and we will receive 500,000 shares, which is, well, really great. And I urge you to use this chance. And of course, there are many more offers in your back office. So if you have your back office, then go there and see your own what is possible to invest and what you will receive for your investments. And some news as well in the end. So there is very great work going on in United Arab Emirates, and the governments are visiting a lot the innovation center. And I know that in a town called Korfakan, the media in United Arab Emirates recently published that in the city called Korfakan there will be a 10.4 kilometer track. And well, they are planning it, and then they are thinking heavily on implementing it, and then doing research for it to take and use SkyWay technology there. And of course in Dubai as well. This one, Dubai news, was already from last year, and that when the United Arab Emirates Prime Minister signed the contract with SkyWay to construct a 15-kilometer route with 21 stations in Dubai. So these are really great news to bear in mind, and this one give hope that in near future we will receive benefits as well from the products. Yeah, of course, Korfakan. Yes. And in the end, I always like to bring out this picture. This is Dalai Lama here with Anatoly Niski, and he also gave his blessing to the project and said that it's not going to be easy. And as we know, the transportation sector is one of the heaviest sectors to be successful in. So, but he said that in the end, it's all going to work out very well, and the world really needs your technology. So great news from the higher spiritual mind or person as well. All right, I think it's enough for today, and we have come to end. Next time the webinar will take place on 10th of March in 2 weeks, and 7 p.m. Moscow time. So just check what time is it in your country. But 7 p.m. Moscow time, and we talk again about the technology itself. We'll bring out some new news and many more amazing things that we need to talk about. And of course, I will answer all the questions that you will ask, and I urge you to invite your friends or other persons as well that who might be interested in it, because this is once in a lifetime chance. So let's take this chance and let's share it with others as well. So thank you very much, and I will keep providing good updates. And thank you, Malcolm, as well to be here, that you came here. So all right, goodbye everybody, and see you soon.